Hey, the first time they start coming with that shit, block them. We ain't gonna entertain that. They only got one time. You either come to be edified or not. If you gonna come to be edified and you just want to talk shit and just be stupid, block them. We ain't entertaining that today. Anybody got time for it?
Yeah, we out here trying to prophesy the things to come, wake our people up, the hopeful elect anyway, because 2/3 of our people ain't gonna wake up. You know, so we come out here week in and week out, just like the rest of the brothers out here, you know, especially the elders and apostles of Great Millstone, putting their life on the line for you gullible ass people. And y'all take it for granted. But just understand that when we ain't out here no more, when that family of the word kick off, you're gonna really wish you had to listen, and you got to live with that regret, because once that tribulation smack you in the face and that you start seeing death on your left and your right side, you'll know then.
Yep. You see, I just want to say this. Up to this point, when have the apostles and the elders and the brothers ever been wrong? We told y'all not to take that snake piss. We told y'all not to trust y'all enemies. We told y'all they getting over on you. And look how many people paid the price for not listening. Turkey did a report on it and said over 10 million people died, and they still dropping from something that wasn't technically deadly. Because at the same time, when they was trying to talk you into taking that snake piss, they told you in the same breath that you have a 99.8% survival rate, which means it's not life-threatening. It's not deadly.
But they put that fear in you people. They use that fear tactic, making you think that, hey, you could die off of this, when it was planted upon tables that you could survive this thing. They played on your fear, and y'all ran down there and started letting them put that jump shot in you know, and then your people just start suddenly dying, man. And that's what the elders and apostles have been telling y'all follow for anything this man says, man. Now I'm gonna open up real quick, but before we get started, I want to give all praise, honor, and glory to
Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem, Ba'akadash.
Double honors to the elders and apostles of Great Millstone that rule well over the flock and taught us all this 100% truth. To the few Akim and Ahbad out there listening and learning, shalom to you as well. You can't with the likewise doctrine, this Great Millstone. Shalom to you, and salutations to the hopeful elect, man.
Shalom.
And elders and apostles been telling you people for these things for years, man. This is 2 Corinthians 2:11. Lest Satan should get an advantage of us, for we are not ignorant of his devices, man. And when you go into his devices, it goes into his craft, man. You know, you people are so gullible, and you're not paying attention to what's going on around you, and you let this man talk you into getting this juice. And as you see over time, a lot of, like the brother said, a lot of people was dropping like flies off of it. Cardiac arrest. You know, I seen even with LeBron, sir, LeBron passed out on the floor for cardiac arrest, but he survived. The Lord spared him. It's showing you people that this thing was never a game in the first place. And you know, recently they have been talking about another jump shot. Recently they was talking about another jump shot, people talking about it on social media, about another vaccine. And they said that they were going to bring out more and more and more vaccines over time, man. These little booster cables and shit. You know? And people ain't being so stupid now because they seen what happened the first time. But a lot of you still out here running around with those masks on.
I still see it to this day.
You know, you run around like the brother always says, a little inside joke. If you got that mask on, if you can smell a fart, that you ain't protected from no virus, man.
It ain't stopping nothing.
It's not stopping anything. You know, you people walking around here with these damn masks on looking like a fool, but what you're doing is you slowly killing yourself in the process.
Yeah, you're depriving your body of oxygen. And you're getting an overload of carbon dioxide at the same time. Carbon monoxide. Well, no, carbon dioxide, which is deadly in abundance. If you don't have enough oxygen, if you got more carbon dioxide than oxygen, that's bad. I got this scripture right here to back you up about how people, they just fall for anything, any type of trick the devil throw at them. They don't see it as a trick. They see it as help from the devil. There's no such thing as help from the devil. Y'all gonna learn that the hard way though. This is, let the speed limits go by. This is the book of Ephesians chapter 4 verse 14. That we henceforth be no more children, tossed to and fro and carried about with every wind of doctrine by the sleight of men and cunning craftiness whereby they lie in wait to deceive. So y'all fall for every wind of doctrine this man come with, whether you know it's false or not. Just like he gave y'all Jesus, he gave y'all the jab. Y'all still fall for it. Y'all fall for it. Why? This man has a history of dogging you Israelites out, yet you treat his word, you extol it to the clouds.
Yeah.
Like it came from the Most High himself.
Oh, okay, I got something right here. Now, if it was one of these celebrities or something, or these high up government folks telling you some things, y'all taking it and run with it like the brother said. But when the poor man speak, if y'all ain't trying to hear nothing, that poor man got to say, this is Ecclesiasticus 13:23. When a rich man speaketh, every man holding his tongue, and look what he saith, they extol it to the clouds.
Exactly.
But if the poor man speaketh, they say, what is this fellow? I mean, what fellow is this? And if he stumble, they will help to overthrow him. See, y'all don't want to hear what the elders and apostles of Great Millstone and the brothers who like-minded doctrine, that are like-minded, has to say about this stuff, man. Because y'all feel like we not educated enough. But the Lord gave us what we needed to know in these scriptures, and the elders and apostles of Great Millstone taught us what we needed to know to come out here to tell you people what's going on within the spirit, man. What's going on with this world, what's going on according to these scriptures. And what y'all do, y'all ball it up and y'all toss it to the side, man, because fools hate knowledge, man. This is Proverbs 1:22. How long, ye simple ones, will ye love simplicity? And the scorners delight in their scorning. And fools hate knowledge, man. Only a fool will want to toss knowledge to the side, man. You want to take heed to some things that people telling you, man. But instead of that, you want to take these lies and run with it, and then the next thing you know, you caught up in some bullshit. Like when y'all took that juice, man.
Yo, you're right. Because you got, at the same time, you got to remember this is Babylon. These people put value in lies and demonize truth, discredit truth, because to Babylonians, most of the time, truth is an inconvenience. That's why they respond to truth in the way that they do, because truth is hated in Babylon. Look at these people that's running this country. They don't deal with truth. They don't deal with reality. They despise it. Because you know why? The reason why the people that's in rulership of this country hates truth, because they can't control truth like it's a narrative. But they can control lies. That's why a lie is their go-to. They got two go-tos when they get hemmed up. They either gonna try to lie their way out or try to murder their way out. So you people put your trust in the wrong people. You put your trust in lies. This is the book of Romans chapter 16 verse 18. For they that are such serve not our Lord Yahushua HaMashiach, but their own belly, and by good words and fair speeches deceive the hearts of the simple. Every time somebody with some money get behind the podium, y'all all ears. Y'all ain't chewing the meat and spitting out the bones, and then y'all taking all of it at face value. Because why? He's rich, he's famous, he's a celebrity.
That's what they say out here. Can't nobody, bro, tell me nothing. But this man, they got a bunch of blood money in his pocket. When he get up there and get to speaking, y'all all ears to that, man. You know, and that's why a lot of the times we, at certain points, we just don't even rebuke you people no more. You know, we just out here for the elect. You know, because every time we give you that truth, y'all get mad and hate us.
Reveal.
Get mad as hell, man. This is Proverbs 9:7. He that reproveth the scorner getteth himself shame, and he that rebuketh the wicked man getteth himself a blot. Reprove not a scorner lest he hate thee, Rebuke a wise man, and he will love thee. Give instruction to a wise man, and he will be yet wiser. Teach a just man, and he will increase in learning, man. And all of these things that's being brought out, starting with the elders and apostles of Great Millstone, you people just don't want to increase in it, man. Y'all too busy worried about the affairs of this life, the cares of this life, man. And you know what? That's fine, because you in your lot. Somebody got to feel it, and you know what happens after that? Destruction is going to follow, man. Because a lot of you people walk in your pride, thinking ain't nothing going to happen to you, man. And it's going to happen. You got the draft coming. A lot of you young niggas and you young Eves, y'all finna get caught up in this thing, man. You know, when they put those militaries together and then they snuck this in on you, yeah, a lot of you finna get caught up in that war, man. You know what? When you go, you ain't coming back home.
Nope.
You're not coming back home. You're gonna die in that war. Watch.
Y'all just don't know what this man, y'all don't feel the gravity of what this man is doing. What he's doing right now, he's telling the world that the two militaries have merged. That's not what's happening. What's happening is the Israelis have taken over your military. They already control your White House. They already control your president. You think the control is gonna stop there? No. And another thing y'all didn't missed. While they sending your children over there to die, they bringing them IDF soldiers over here to wreak havoc. You got to remember, IDF soldiers, they thrive in fighting people that can't fight back.
Yeah.
They thrive in that. They love bullying. They love raping. They love fighting battles they know they can win, where they have the advantage. But see, there's one thing wrong with that though. There's one thing that they slept on. This is the most heavily armed country in the world as far as the citizen population. So they're going to have a fight on their hands. And that's why all hell is going to break loose in these streets, just like 2nd Ezra chapter 15 and 16 states. Y'all sleeping on a very bunch of key facts, crucial factors. Y'all sleeping on it. They're gonna have them Israelis over here wiping y'all out.
While our military over there getting wiped out.
Exactly.
So either way, America is fucked, man.
It's time.
It's time for it's time for shit to hit the fan. And Jacob's trouble is gonna kick off, man. And then they're gonna try to bring that order out of KO when they start bringing out that rice. You know, and a lot of you gonna take it because y'all gonna want this simple life back, but at the end of the day, you gonna become even more slaves.
Speaking of that, I saw something. Let me see if I screenshot it. You said, oh, yep.
And they don't think, and the thing is, he secretly brought up this draft thing. You know, they're not even really talking about it. You got citizens talking about it, but at the same time, that was him trying to keep it on the low. But yeah. You know, with the media, all of these things come out. You know, this is Isaiah 29:15. Woe unto them that seek deep to hide their counsel from the Lord Yahweh Hashem Yahushai, and their works are in the dark. And they say, who seeth us and who knoweth us? See, we're paying attention because we're not being watchmen for nothing. We're paying attention to what's going on. This man don't think we see them, but the Lord gave us the eyes to see and the ears to hear, man. While a lot of you people out here worrying about the World Cup, worrying about these versus battles, worried about where you finna go shoot pool at, where's the next hottest restaurant at, where the hoes at, where the money at. While y'all thinking about that, this man is setting snares.
This man is dead ass serious.
Yeah.
About getting you people under his control. And you can tell he's reaching a point of desperation. Listen to this. It says, breaking. People are allegedly finding RFID trackers in the rice of various food chains across the U.S. Many speculate it's a deliberate attempt by the government to surveil the masses. And they show it. If you look on here, yeah.
I read about this a couple of years ago.
I had the screenshot. Let me put it up to the screen for a second. And as you can see, they got a real grain of rice and right next to it. Yeah, this man is reaching a point of desperation. He's slipping it in your food.
So he putting RFID chips in the rice and putting plastic in the rice.
Yeah.
Because it's some packages of rice where you can put it in a skillet and cut that skillet on, and some of it shit melts into plastic, man. And then they got this added to, man. This dude gotta go, man.
Oh, he going.
This dude got to get up out of here, man.
He going. It's just a matter of whenever the Lord said, get that green light. And it's over. So if y'all don't see why Sirach chapter 12 verse 10 read like it reads by now, you just destined for the fire. If you still trusting your enemies after this man got caught, because guess what? It's like that senator said, there's nothing that says honesty like pleading the fifth, huh, Doc? That's all he did, plead the fifth. He didn't want to answer nothing because he knew he was guilty. Why would you pardon somebody before they even convicted of anything? Because they knew he was going to get it. They knew the truth was going to come out sometime down the road. So they had already put a plan in place to protect him. Just like Trump. All these lawbreakers, all these savages that ran up in that staged ass event called January 6th, he pardoned them. But yet you people have nothing to say. Y'all always coming at us, talking about we lying.
Why these cats breaking all the rules, and these motherfuckers need to be in jail for treason.
They ended right back up in jail. Almost everybody that got pardoned for January 6th, they back in jail for even worse crimes. Murder, child shit, child videos, messing with children, murder again. This is all these people know. This is their response to stress, violence. That's their natural response to stress, violence. So how do you think these people are rightful rulers over you? How do you think these people are just rulers when every time they get in their emotions, that animal side come out of them?
Mm-hmm.
And they usually live in their emotions. That's an animal type of level. That's an animal type of conscience. To always be in your feelings. But y'all don't get it. Y'all don't understand. That's why the Lord made the Israelites, he gave the Israelites the breath. That breath, it means that understanding. That's why we can call y'all out. That's why we see you for what you are. Not for what you want us to see you as. Because guess what? When we don't see you as what you want us to see you as, you get angry, you get emotional, and you get violent. Ain't that right, Esau?
I got Habakkuk 1 and 2. Because these cats, they don't get punished. They get away with a lot of madness, man. You know, in front of your face. You seen it was right in front of your face. O Lord Yahweh, how long shall I cry? And thou wilt not hear. Even cry out unto thee of violence, and thou wilt not save. Why doest thou show me iniquity, and cause me to behold grievance? For spoiling and violence are before me, and there are that raise up strife and contention. Therefore the law is slacked, and judgment doth not go forth. For the wicked do encompass about the righteous. Therefore wrong judgment proceedeth. And that's what's going on, man. This man doesn't know how to properly judge, man. That's why the world is completely upside down and these people get away with everything. But you Jakes, you break any law, you going under the jail if you don't get put in the dirt first, according to Esau. He's just looking for a reason. You know, but when his people are sitting in that hot seat, they can say what they want and get away with it, man. Mm-hmm. See, this man was supposed to be held for contempt of court. But what happened? He walked out of that court, he probably at home
chilling
on some BS right now.
That's Psalm 73 verse 5. They're not in trouble as other men, neither are they plagued like other men. So it goes back to that question, that original question I ask y'all all the time. If you have the power to enforce law, bend law, break law, ignore law, is there a such thing as law? No. It's all performed under the guise of law. Esau wasn't created to be righteous, so he cannot enforce righteous law. It's impossible. It goes against his programming. It's not going to happen. That's why we tell y'all to stop expecting the wicked to be righteous. But you disappoint yourself every time this man shows you who he really is. So, instead of doing the logical thing and seeing this man for what he is, you always giving him the benefit of the doubt. Well, this Edomite ain't like that Edomite. But at the same time, when a 2/3 Jake go out here and do a violent crime or something, they lump us all together as one. All the blacks are like this, so-called. But see, y'all single out Edomites instead of saying all the Edomites are like this. No, it's not all the Edomites are not like that. The wicked are like that. But see, your confusion comes in that you don't have spiritual discernment to tell the wicked from the righteous. You go on appearance. You go on lies they tell you. Oh, he sounded so nice, he must be a good person. No, that's how the devil gets you.
Real subtle.
That's how he ropes you in to his bullshit. The devil is very cunning, very subtle, exquisite subtlety, like in Acts chapter 13, verse 10. Though he go crouching and humble himself, yet beware of him. You can't let that nice shit throw you off, let your guard down. That's how he roped you in. Esau is a punk. He's a coward. He ain't come at you with full force when he know he gonna get the brakes beat off him. So he gonna use that cunning subtlety. He gonna use that cunning craftiness on you to get you to let your guard down so he can stab you in the back. This is how this serpent moves. But y'all take all that nice shit at face value. Oh, he must be a good guy. He's so nice. No. That's how he get a lot of y'all. That's how he got a lot of y'all to take that jab.
Because y'all trusted in the enemy.
Exactly.
This is Ecclesiasticus 12 and 10. Never trust thine enemy, for like as iron rusted, so is his wickedness. Though he humble himself and go crouching, yet take good heed and beware of him. And thou shalt be unto him as if thou hast wiped a looking glass, and thou shalt know that his rust hath not been altogether wiped away. This man can act like he all funny, but eventually he's going to show his wickedness, man. You know, no matter how you look at it. He can act like he's nice as hell. He can go a couple of days or whatever. But once that blood code get typed in, he's going to show you his wickedness, and a lot of times he's going to shed blood, man.
He's showing you now.
He's showing exactly.
He's showing you now because I don't know what you people think. If a man can't answer simple questions, y'all still trusting, then you the problem. Because you still giving these liars power.
I wonder what he had in that little folder. I bet you had all kind of BS in that folder he had sitting. They were trying to get that up out of him.
F-I-F. Filth. So how is that even legal? How is that even allowed? Because Fauci is an Edomite, and I think he's one of them knockoffs. So Edom is still going to be the bloody murderer until the Lord come and get him and put him in chains. Listen to this. Missing woman found dead, buried in desert after first date with man she met on social media. The woman was from Northern Kingdom, and you already know who the murderer was. Look at this.
Of course.
See, Edom.
There was an Eve on social media, little comment talking about where's the Edomites? She ain't say Edomites, but I'm calling them Edomites because Elder Malcolm basically says just call them what they are. Call them what they are, you Edomites. But basically asking where the Edomites said with the money. And I told the stupid broad, I said, you might not want to do that because eventually somebody gonna find your head behind your house and the leg behind Walgreens. Because this man gonna chop you up and disperse your body parts all over the place because that's how Edom does. Have y'all not learned nothing from the other Eves that got put down by this man? chopping them down and putting their body parts. Y'all ain't learned them from Dahmer.
Shit.
You cats.
That movie American Psycho.
They don't believe fat meat greasy, man.
Watch that movie American Psycho. With the dude that played Batman. What's his name?
Michael Keaton.
The one that was in Batman, the one that was in The Dark Knight. I forgot his name.
I'm finna go.
But he plays the Edomite murderer in that movie American Psycho. And it's a very graphic ass movie. This dude take women home on first dates and just murder is an understatement compared to when I tell you what he did to these women. Watch that movie, American Psycho. You gonna see Esau's true nature. But yeah, the American Psycho he played in The Dark Knight. In The Dark Knight Rises, Batman Begins. He was in all of them.
Christian Bale.
Christian Bale, that's his name.
Yeah.
Watch that movie. You gonna see Esau in his true form.
That's his mindset. That's why he come out with movies like that. That's how Esau want to move anyway. And when these spirits that be created for vengeance come upon his land, you gonna see you finna really see the pitchforks, man.
Yeah.
This man finna be doing some diabolical shit that he was doing behind the closed doors. That it's gonna be known. It's gonna be on the table, man.
Yep. Y'all finna see. This another testimony to what we were just talking about. Listen to this. Father suspected of killing wife and 6 kids before setting house on fire. Michigan officials. You already know the nationality. We told y'all Esau it's most likely Esau is gonna have a hand in your death than your salvation.
If you knew who these devils were, you wouldn't even get yourself into them situations with these people in the first place, man.
Let's get a scripture on that.
You know, had y'all been in these scriptures and known who your enemies is, and especially learning from the elders and apostles of Great Millstone on down, man, because they be big on that, knowing who your enemy is.
You better know.
Otherwise, you gonna get caught up in these situations like this, man. You gonna need the Lord Yahweh Hashem Yahushua to get you away from these people, man. This is Psalms 59:2. Deliver me from the workers of iniquity and save me from bloody men. For lo, they lie in wait for my soul. The mighty are gathered against me, not for my transgression, nor for my sin, O Lord Yahweh Hashem Yahushua, because they want your blood. Yep. They hate you. They have a perpetual hatred for you, man. You ain't never did nothing to them, but they want your blood. They want to shed your blood just because.
You know why Esau stay pissed off at you Israelites? Because you are a living reminder that he is not superior.
Mm-hmm.
That's why he hates your guts. Because you fucking up his life. You coming up here dunking basketballs from 30 feet away. You out here just running circles around people. You out here taking our women, beating their backs out. You out here coming with logic and love. We can't have that. We trying to build a wicked kingdom. But your light too bright in this dark kingdom, and it's a distraction. That's why Esau say you got to go. He wants darkness in his kingdom. He don't want no light. You are the light, Israelites. That's why he has a disdain for you. That's why he hates your so-called black joy. Your light too bright. He can't take it. He's a vampire. Look at what the sun doing to him. Your light too bright, Israel. That's why he hates you. You notice we are the only ones he got a problem with. He ain't got a problem with the other nations. You know why? Because the Lord didn't give those nations the light that we have. And light goes across the board. Wisdom is only one part, is only one spectrum in that light. Our superior strength, our physiques, our intelligence, our wisdom. Look at all the creations we created. Esau's so intelligent, he ain't create shit but a patent office. Your light too bright, Israel. You cause too much disturbance, and you're too much of a distraction in a dark kingdom. That's why he has a disdain for you. And going back to that Edomite that murdered his wife and his 6 kids and set his house on fire, that goes back to what I said last week. How are you superior and you got the highest suicide rate in your own kingdom?
Exactly.
If you can't take it now, you damn sure ain't gonna be able to hang in our kingdom. Because we ain't gonna let you slide with pats on the slaps on the wrist and pardons.
Y'all get that true judgment.
Y'all gonna get what y'all need. And that is double everything you dished out to make you understand your own wickedness. This is the only way the Lord can make you see how wicked you are, by having it done unto you.
And that's why a lot of these people, that's why you see a lot of Edomites calling out each other now, because they're starting to see the wickedness of their forefathers and the people that came before them. So they calling it out. And that's part of the curses getting put on them. But in the kingdom, oh yeah, y'all not getting away with nothing, man.
Nothing.
Pure judgment right out the gate, man.
You ain't gonna be able to pay off no judge. You ain't gonna be able to pay off no lawyer, no cop. You ain't gonna be able to murder your way out of trouble. You ain't gonna be able to lie your way out. You gonna get what you deserve. And white privilege and white supremacy will not be recognized in our kingdom. And it's not either of those. Your white fragility will not be addressed. Because everybody knows, this is common knowledge now, one of the reasons Esau is so mad at Jacob is out of envy. He wants to be us so bad. Michael Rappaport, lying ass, talking about they hate us because they ain't us. That's
Stop
projection.
That's
That's how you feel.
That's the reverse.
Projection. That's how he feels about us. He hates us because he ain't us. Everybody hates us because they ain't us. That's why the Lord gave us Psalms 83. The Lord telling us who our enemies are, which is pretty much all the other 17 nations. Some more than others, but trust me, their hatred is rooted in jealousy.
Like how they sit back and they say that we killing each other in record numbers, and they just sit back and listen. I mean, sit back and watch. But they nation out here just literally just killing up everything, man. That's that projection shit, man. This is John 4:8-44. Ye are of your father the devil, and the lust of your father ye will do. He was a murderer from the beginning, and abode not in the truth, because there is no truth in him. When he speaketh the lie, he speaketh of his own, for he is a liar and the father of it. When y'all saying that we doing something, you need to look at the history.
They don't want to look at the history.
You need to look at the history. You need to look at your facts. Because your people are the ones that's killing more people than any other nation that ever lived, man.
See, that's the thing, see. Babylonians have been conditioned to not deal with truth or reality. They have been conditioned to listen to whatever lie Esau puts out. This is how they move. Now they told you all these years America was great. It's beautiful. It's the best thing going since sliced bread. But this is the reality. This is the reality of America. Elections are rigged. Children are trafficked. Pandemics are planned. Wars are manufactured. Vaccines are poisoned. Phones are surveillance. Astronauts are actors. Doctors are dealers. Politicians are puppets. Studies are sponsored. Polices are lobbied. Voices are silenced. And pedos are in charge. That's your reality. Deal with that. And after you process all those facts, we're going to see if you still think America's great. Because this is the source of all the wickedness in the world. This one place. So if this one place is wiped off the earth, guess what? The wickedness will stop spreading. And then you will have righteousness thriving in the earth again. And wickedness shall be put out. But until this place goes, you're going to have wickedness increasing more and more and more because this is the source of it.
And a lot of these people here, they vouch for the wickedness.
Yeah.
A lot of them vouch for the wickedness, and you're going to get destroyed for that, man. This is Isaiah 5:20. Woe. Woe means destruction. Unto them that call evil good, and good evil, that put darkness for light and light for darkness, that put bitter for sweet and sweet for bitter, man. You want to say that this wickedness is better than this righteousness? Hey, destruction is going to be onto you, man. Because America has always put statues up of their robbers, their murderers, their rapists.
Yep.
They put statues up of them. And you people worship these people.
Robert E. Lee, Christopher Columbus.
Yeah.
What's my man
Shit,
name? Alexander the Great.
Shit, Mount Rushmore.
Yep. Prime example. Good one.
Mount
Good one. That was a good one
Rushmore.
right there. Yeah. You people worship your murderers. You call them heroes. No, they were murderers. If they were heroes, they would have saved the indigenous instead of wiping them out. They would have saved the indigenous. They would have stood up for righteousness itself and went against their own people to stop them from genocide. Then they would have been heroes. But no, they were murderers just like the rest of you Edomites that you Edomites worship, including all those colonizers on Mount Rushmore. You got statues of your murderers everywhere. They even recently erected a statue of Donald Trump. One of the most corrupt presidents in history. All of them are corrupt. But this one, he ain't holding nothing back. He letting you know. Because Esau he's growing more and more tired of pretending to be righteous. He has to let his flag fly. He has to show you who he is. Because he's tired of pretending like he's good.
Mm-hmm.
It's a vexation to Esau to pretend like he good all the time. As soon as he get home behind closed doors, what he doing? He looking for an animal or a child.
Mm-hmm.
Because he don't want no woman. He don't want the women because the women don't want him. But see, Esau, you just don't know. You was taken in your own device. Because while in the process of trying to demonize Jake, all you did was spark the curiosity of your own women. Now they want to see what all the fuss is about. So they come over and get laid down. Next thing you know, she breaking up with you. Because you trying to demonize us. You just sparked her curiosity. What they say, curiosity kill the cat?
Yep.
Yep. Now in this case, curiosity beat down the cat. See? Had you not been trying to demonize us, you planting seeds in your woman's head about us. Now she wants to investigate. And she found out what all the fuss was about and kicked your ass to the curb. Now you mad at you. Yeah, you are being taken in your own devices. Let me see if I can find that scripture.
Y'all slowly finding out who this devil is. For you people that don't know.
For the people in the back.
He's going to show it to you.
They just don't want to see it. Proverbs chapter 1, verse 31. Therefore shall they eat the fruit of their own way and be filled with their own devices. You trying to turn your women against us? You pointing her in our direction. We ain't tripping on Edomite women. We tripping on the fact that y'all tripping about the fact that your women have always wanted to get with us. Check your history. It goes back to slavery.
Yeah, they not quiet about it no more. They in the open now. Back then, they lay with a Jake, and if they getting ready to get caught, they'll lie on that Jake and say that Jake raped her, man, and then they'll put that Jake to death.
It goes even deeper than that, because a lot of Edomite women, they chose to marry slaves instead of a free Edomite man. And that got to Esau so bad to the point that he had to create laws to prevent his women from marrying Israelites, especially Judah.
Especially Judah.
Now, when you got to put a law in place, that's not superiority at all. That's the opposite. When you got to put a law in place saying, no, you can't marry them, you got to marry us. When they clearly don't want you, it obviously registered in your head. That what pushed you to make a law about it. Because you start losing sleep. So you put a law in place to protect your fragility.
Mm-hmm.
How's that working out, E? It's not. Because the more you kick against the pricks, the more the Lord makes it fumbles. You fumble every time. Because the Lord is allowing you to be taken in your own devices. Just like when you try to get our women indoctrinated in feminism, it came back to bite you in the ass.
Mm-hmm.
Because your women are into feminism now. Your women chose career, being a hoe. They put that before families, starting families, and recreating, reproducing. You put this slut culture in place. Now, nobody wants to get married and be faithful to their mate. Now everybody want to be just hoes. And in the process, that destroyed your numbers even more. So yeah, you being taken. Yeah. He look like he's gonna go home and beat his wife.
Yeah, Esau gave these women the liberty to gather abroad, man.
Yep.
This is Ecclesiasticus 25 and 25. Give the water no passage, neither a wicked woman liberty to gather abroad. See, water, when you first look at water, it looks harmless. It looks beautiful, you know. And then when you get into where it starts to rush off and it gets free and go through and just go, it destroys whatever's in front of it, man. And that's how these women end up becoming. You gave them all this liberty, and everywhere they go now, they just destroy shit. They destroy households. They destroying this new generation of kids, you know. But when they put this feminism shit into play, it completely destroyed our women. Our women wasn't like that before that.
No, our women, they were humble. They were shamefaced. They were obedient.
Yeah.
They followed the laws. Esau said no, because Esau saw the bigger picture. When he see our women coming under the law, he interpreted that as our women are being obedient to us. And he was right in a way, because how the Lord put the chain of command together? You got the father, then his son, then the Israelite man, then the woman, then the child. That was order. Esau hates order. He hates what he can't control. That order was beyond his control, so he had to throw a monkey wrench in there to disrupt it all. That's when he started paying you, Eve, extra low. He'll kick you down a couple of extra dollars a month to kick your man out the house. That defies the order that the Lord set up. So yeah, Esau is against the Lord, because he's against everything the Lord put in place to run a smooth kingdom. So when Esau approached Eve and told her, we're going to give you a couple extra more dollars a month, just kick him out the house, that was a direct attack on the Lord from Esau. Esau was challenging the Lord. And the Lord got a cake baked for him, just for that. For all the damage he's done to us. The Lord got a cake baked for him. But he think he gonna escape. How stupid can you be? That stupid. You think you gonna just wreak havoc in the earth for thousands of years, and the Lord just gonna roll out the red carpet to the kingdom for you?
And then you acting like you are the Most High on top of all of that too. This is 2 Thessalonians 2 and 3. Let no man deceive you by any means, for that they shall not come, except there come a falling away first, and that man of sin be revealed, the son of perdition, of utter destruction, because Esau is going to be utterly destroyed after he serves his captivity, man. And it says, who opposeth and exalt himself above all that is called God, or that is worship. Didn't this man say that God did everything wrong?
Yep.
Didn't that come out the Pope's mouth?
Yep.
Isn't this man creating AI and saying that they're going to try to make AI better than God?
Yep.
That's this man's mindset. He has a God complex.
What did Elon Musk say? He said they got a chip in development that will give people Jesus-like powers.
Yep. Yep. I'm going to read that again. Who opposeth and exalted himself above all that is called God, or that is worship, so that he, as God, sitteth in the temple of God, showing himself that he is God. Remember ye not that when I was yet with you, I told you these things. And now ye know what withholdeth, that he might be revealed in his time. This man has been revealed. We all know who this devil is now, man. We know who the son of perdition is. Do you? And it says, for the mystery of iniquity doeth already work. Only he who letteth will let, until he be taken out of the way. And then shall the wicked be revealed, whom the Lord shall consume with the spirit of his mouth, and shall destroy with the brightness of his coming. Even him whose coming is after the working of Satan with all power and signs and lying wonders. And one of them lying wonders is what this brother just said about a chip that give you X-Men like power or Superman human strength.
Yep.
You know, this man has these lying signs and wonders, chips that they can put in you that you never walked a day in your life that causes you to walk. This man thinks he's God, and the Lord is going to put this man down, bro.
Put him back in that place. You came from the basement, base man, and that's exactly where you going.
And I'm going to finish this up. Thessalonians 2:10. And with all deceivableness of unrighteousness and them that perish, because they receive not the love of truth, that they might be saved. Y'all don't believe in Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai and that he's going to come and get his elect, man. So y'all going to continue to chase after these little dainties that Esau has, and ultimately that MOTB. And when you get that MOTB, you are done. You're done data, man. You're going to have to be rebooted in the kingdom. And I'm talking about you Israelites. You're going to have to be destroyed over here with that 2/3 state of mind. And you're going to have to be rebooted in the kingdom in your right mind with the law, statute, commandments in your inward parts, man.
See, this is what you Christians don't understand. You Christians have been lied to, and just, y'all so gone to the point you think the Lord needs your approval to do what he said he gonna do. The Lord don't need you to believe what he gonna do. He don't need your approval to do what he's about to do. But see, you people, you Christians, y'all don't have fear of the Lord. That's why you're gonna be destroyed. Because with fear comes respect. So if you don't fear nobody, you don't respect them. Not to get the two confused. Fear is a healthy respect towards somebody. It doesn't mean that you're afraid of him, which you should be afraid of the Lord, because he can judge you at any given moment. But you people don't have no respect. If Jesus was real, look how y'all just disrespect him. If he was real. That shows right there you don't have any fear. So how can you cross over from just, prime example, you talking to your parents any kind of way. You ain't got no fear of your parents. But when you get to your granddad's house, oh, you shaking like a dice game. He got you just that scared. That's what I'm talking about. Y'all don't fear your parents. You fear your grandparents. And it's the same thing here. Y'all don't fear Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai like you should. That healthy fear. You're disrespectful. Look at how you dog out his men. Look at how you treat his men. Look at how you talk to his men. You don't have any fear, because if you did, you'll be shutting up and listening. But that's all right. The Lord got a way of putting that fear back in you, because he knows how to hit. He knows when to hit you, where to hit you, and how to hit you to get your attention.
Yeah, that word fear in the Hebrew 3372 is y'all rare. Y'all rare. Let's go and get it.
Strong's H 3372. Yahweh.
Yahweh. That's what it says. And it says to fear, reverence, be afraid, to stand in awe of, be awed, to fear, reverence, honor, respect, to be fearful, be dreadful, be feared, to cause astonishment and awe, be held in awe, to inspire reverence of godly fear or awe.
See?
You're supposed to have that type of fear for the Lord, man.
And y'all don't have that. Because y'all talk about him. Just like when the elder do those videos, he got a series called God's Critics. Prime example of no fear.
Yeah, mine's Ahbad.
Yeah, no fear. Just talking cash shit about the Lord and thinking they ain't gonna pay for that. Yes, you are. That's what it means by having fear of the Lord. To honor. You don't honor the Lord. All these God critics out here thinking they have the right to criticize Yahweh Shem Yahushua just because the Lord is putting judgment on their ass. Well, had you been obedient, especially if you was an Israelite, I promise you won't be going through all the things you're going through. But you want to be like the heathen. You want to be like Esau. So the Lord is treating you like a heathen. He's treating you like he's treating Esau. Because that's what he sees. He doesn't see an Israelite. Because an Israelite will never talk shit about their God.
Proverbs 9 and 10. The fear of the Lord is the beginning of wisdom.
Bam.
And the knowledge of the holy is understanding. For by me thy days shall be multiplied, and the years of thy life shall be increased. You seen a whole lot of people that go out here on major platforms and scoffing real bad at the Lord.
Yeah.
And what happens? They get put to death.
Mm-hmm.
They days when they didn't have lengthy days because they had no fear of the Lord. How much more you people out there that don't have fear of the Lord? Eventually he gonna come see about you, man, and put you in the dirt.
Say he the only one that know how to hit you, when to hit you, where to hit you. Or he ain't got to hit you directly. He can call one of your kids back to the spirit world just to get you. See?
I got another one too.
Let me get this one. You can go ahead and bring yours.
This is 2 Chronicles 36 and 16. But they mocked the messengers of power and despised his words and misused his prophets until the wrath of the Lord rose against his people till there was no remedy. So y'all gonna keep on playing around, talking mess to the men that's risking their life on these highways and hedges with this truth. Start with the elders and apostles of Great Millstone on down. Y'all gonna keep playing around, and one day the Lord gonna call your number.
Yeah.
Gonna call your number, man, and it ain't gonna be no 7-digit number.
It ain't gonna be no conversation. It's just gonna be judgment.
You're gonna get set up, put in the position where a spirit creative of vengeance is gonna come in and do the will of the Lord.
Spirit's created for vengeance. This is the book of Hebrews, chapter 10, verse 31. It is a fearful thing to fall into the hands of the living God. Y'all ain't got no fear. You about to get it. Because the Lord have heard all your blasphemy. And you're going to pay for it. Let me get that one. There you go. This is the book of Matthew, chapter 12, verse 36. Red letter, Lord Yahushua speaking. But I say unto you, that every idle word that men shall speak, they shall give account thereof in the day of judgment. So don't let your mouth get you in some shit with the Lord. Don't let your opinions, your emotions, get you in some shit with the Lord. Because that's a losing battle every time, I promise you. Look at Buddy, what Buddy name that made a video talking shit about Nolan Wells? Start with an R.
Remington.
Remington. Y'all talking shit. How did the Lord hit him? He lost his job. He got kicked out of his house. He can't come around his own children because now he's deemed a threat to children because he made light of murdering children. But see, the Lord know how to hit you. And Esau, you got to remember, boy, the protection of Cain is gone. Now you subject to judgment. And that's exactly what's happening. Because everything these rage baiters thought was going to happen, instead the opposite happened.
Yep.
That ain't no coincidence, that's judgment.
Yep. I got Proverbs 18:6. A fool's lips enter in contention, and his mouth calleth for strokes. A fool's mouth is his destruction, and his lips are the snare of his soul.
Exactly.
And a lot of you people, your tongue, like Eddie Murphy said in I Spy, you dig in the grave with your tongue, and you about to get your ass whipped. Not by me or the brother or any brother out here on the highways, but the Lord about to get ready and put something on you. He finna put something on you, and you ain't gonna get up out of this judgment, man.
No. You see, you just don't understand your tongue. It can either create spirits of vengeance against you, or it can create comrades. It can create peace. Your tongue has the power to create war or peace, depending on your emotional state, depending on how you understand the world, depending on how you understand the scriptures, depending on how you understand how the Lord works, how he moves. Your tongue can either create your own salvation or your destruction.
I got the precept for you right here on that. Proverbs 18:21. Death and life are in the power of the tongue, and they that love it shall eat the fruit thereof. You want to run your mouth and sow wickedness? You better believe that's what you're going to get. That's exactly what you're going to get. You're going to get death. You want to go out here and push death? That's what you think happened to a lot of these rappers like Mo3, you know, shit like that. They push death on their own brothers. And what happened? One of his own brothers came and got him, which that was the will of the Lord. Because remember what we just said, a spirit created for vengeance, man.
Yeah, your tongue, those lyrics. You can either create destruction for yourself or peace and salvation for yourself. But if you get on a microphone, you go up in a booth and start talking shit to your ops and don't think it's going to be a strong response, you're delusional. That's why studio gangsters shouldn't be studio gangsters. If you ain't about that life, don't go in the studio and pretend you hard. Because guess what? The streets gonna pull your card. And you ain't hard. They're like these keyboard warriors. You ain't hard sitting behind a keyboard talking shit. Yeah, we make videos, but guess what? We out here on highways, byways. If you were here in person, we would say the same thing to you in your face. We're not keyboard warriors. We out here. But y'all hide behind keyboards.
Once you get to saying something, you're going to say something that you can't take back. And whoever you said it to, they not hearing it. You're not winning them back over after that. They either going to beat your ass, kill you, or they just going to withdraw from you altogether, man. This is Proverbs 18 and 19. A brother offended is harder to be won than a strong city, and their contentions are like the bars of a castle, man. So you say you mess around and say the wrong thing, man, you're not finna get back in good graces with certain people, man. Especially when y'all be out here mocking the Lord, man. Takes that serious.
Yeah.
And that's why a lot of you get put to death for mocking the Lord, man.
It's a such thing as burning bridges. And it's also a such thing as burning bridges with the Lord. Because when he got you deemed for destruction, it's over with, man. That's why we in this grace period. For you to try to win back the Lord's protection, that hedge. Because you're going to need it in the days to come. Ain't no type of gun ever created is going to get you out of what's about to happen to this country. Now, you ain't nothing wrong with having guns. But see, that gun ain't no chariot. You don't want to fight here. You want to get out of here. Because guess what? You gonna run out of bullets. You don't want to fight here. You want to get out of here and let this place be rightfully destroyed as it should. Because when you take a stand to fight here, you basically rebelling, you going against the Lord's will. You want this place to remain. The same people in that Babylonian mind state, they gonna fire on the chariots.
Yeah, they gonna try to fight the Lord, man. That's why they got these space stations and shit, because they know
Space Force.
eventually that they gonna have to duke it out with them chariots, and it's gonna be a no contest. It's gonna be a no contest, man.
That's even unjust to call it a fight. It's gonna be a slaughter. Because Esau ain't gonna stand a chance against a chariot. Are you insane? Some of you people, y'all trusting y'all guns a little too much. Don't put your guns over salvation. Because you will run out of bullets. And then the Lord gonna allow you to be taken. Because you trusted in your gun versus the Lord.
This is Proverbs 18:10. The name of the Lord Yahweh is a strong tower. The righteous run into it and it's safe, man. That's who gonna fight for us, man. We going to the Lord Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai. Like you people, trying to save your lives and are going to lose them. But we out here willing to lose our life for the sake of the Lord and be saved out of this thing. It's gonna be a beautiful thing, but a lot of you people, you trying to save yourselves, man.
Yeah.
That's why you gotta try to run to the name of the Lord. Run to the Lord, bro. Quit trying to fight for yourself, because that's not gonna get you out of what's getting ready to come upon this place. The men of the Lord gonna need spiritual powers in that day too, because it's gonna get so bad out here. They talking about unleashing robots and all type of shit, man.
They already releasing bioweapons against you. They're done poison everything, hoping you die.
And then they telling you that it's going to be cyber attacks on the water, and that these data centers are going to take up all the water. But you got to think about something. The times that we coming in, these people getting ready to run into them underground bunkers. Don't you think they not finna redirect that clean water to them fucking bunkers and take it away from you people?
Yeah, they stealing the water and poisoning what they can't get, just to have you on your knees begging for drinkable water. They see all they do is offer excuses for their theft. Prime example. Remember years ago when they said 10,000 plus cows just died?
Yeah.
They stole those cows for food. Because if you notice, if you go back to that video, imagine the stench of 10,000 dead cows. We didn't see no insects. We didn't see no vultures. Vultures hone in on the stench of death. We didn't see any critters. Nothing. Those cows were drugged. They were knocked out for that video to appear to be dead. They stole them cows. Just like when they came through, all the chickens died.
Yeah.
They stole them too.
They took all of that and then gave y'all Franken food.
Exactly.
Out of labs. They took the good stuff for themselves, because they not eating that shit.
No.
They took the good stuff for themselves into them underground bunkers, and they giving us out here that BS, that defiled food that the scripture speaks about. That's why a lot of you are sick. A lot of us are out here sick, man. A lot of us.
Yeah.
Because you're eating all these different contaminants, man. You ain't never smoked a cigarette in your life, but you got cancer.
Mm-hmm. That don't happen. Esau so much to the point of desperation that now he's poisoning things deemed healthy. Because if you really think about it, all the food that he deems healthy is actually worse for you. But he wants you to run to that so-called healthy alternative. How the hell you die from lettuce? You can't even have a salad in Babylon around this bitch. You see? You can't even have a bottle of water. That'll give you cancer. The plastics. So he's going even harder to poison the healthy alternatives, because he knows that that's your go-to to avoid the shit that he already poisoned.
And then when you go to the doctor, they finna give you even more poison. at the end of the day.
They're going to give you addictive poison.
Yeah. That's why the scripture says this in Job 13:4. But ye are forgers of lies. Ye are all physicians of no value, man. These people ain't here to save you. Like we said a long time ago, a patient that's fully cured is a lost customer, man. That's why when you go to the doctor, they pump you full of all these addictive drugs, man. And you keep going back in there and you paying this high money. Or you got insurance, which the insurance is getting ready to be took away from a lot of you people. And already has.
Insurance robbing you too. That ain't a good thing.
They smashing on you, man.
You think, let me ask you, look, you think Esau finna turn down some money he didn't have to work for?
Nope.
So he gonna whip out that goddamn ink pen and make it law. You got to pay him every month in case some shit happens or it don't happen. He keeping the money. And then when you do need to file a claim, he gonna go above and beyond to find any excuse to deny your claim. But he keeping your money though. See, that's mischief by law. Psalm chapter 94, verse 20.
That stroke of opinion. That's that craft.
Let me get that one.
You know, Daniel 8:25. And through his policy, he shall cause craft to prosper in his hand, and he shall magnify himself in his heart, and by peace shall destroy many. He told y'all that vaccine was gonna help.
Trust the science.
He told you that was gonna keep you alive, didn't he?
Trust the science.
But then a whole lot of people died, and guess who got paid behind a lot of it? Fauci.
All of them. Even Kamala Harris on that shit. She told y'all to trust the science.
Yeah.
Since y'all want to call her a black woman, she was telling you to murder yourself.
He's Indian, ain't he?
Yes, her dad is Elamite.
Elon.
So her mother is a Benjaminite. But it goes by your father's seed, not your mother's womb, not your mother's egg. Yeah, her father is an Elamite. So that makes her an Elamite, which makes her an enemy against Israel. Yeah. That's why she had no problem leading you to your death. The same reason why Obama had no problem leading you to your death. He's a Hamite. He's not an Israelite.
You know what's funny about Obama? You know about the NDAA Act right now. When Obama was in office, he put that on the table. That's been on the table. Y'all acting like that's new. Obama put the NDAA Act on the table when he was in office, bro.
Obama did a lot of shit to fuck y'all up.
Yeah, and now they're bringing all that shit back. It wasn't time for them to merge yet. Now we in the midst of this World War III, the third woe. Now it's time for that. They just put it up on the table and put it on the shelf until it was time to move that chess piece.
Exactly.
And now they're moving that chess piece.
You know why Obama's still alive? Because he complied. He went along with it. Because had he not complied, he would have been dead. Ask John F. Kennedy. If you go against what they don't want, what they want, you dead. This ain't the first time the government has murdered their own. And they ain't gonna be the last. Lindsey Graham, just out of the blue, just dead. No, they murdered him. Don't quote me on that. But these are my thoughts. This is my spiritual discernment towards Esau. And he was gay. So he was either plagued or murdered. Either way, death is death. It don't matter. But this goes, I got the scripture here, it goes back to how they force you to pay insurance. Psalm chapter 94, verse 20. Shall the throne of iniquity have fellowship with thee, which frameth mischief by law? Well, it's illegal for us to marry white women. Miscegenation laws. That's mischief by law. Based out of emotion. He's so mad that his woman hates him and want to be with us, he made a law to make his woman marry him. That's fragility at its finest. You ask me. What else he got going on? Insurance. By law, you are required to pay insurance or you will be penalized on your taxes, which is also another mandatory law. This man forces you by law to give him your money.
Yeah. And then also verifies that you still a slave.
Exactly.
That verifies you a slave. Like I was telling somebody a couple of days ago. If you miss a payment on that car, rent, mortgage, lights, water, whatever permission slip you signed for Esau, if you renege on any of those payments, he's coming to take it, man.
Taking it all. Let's say, prime example, you miss a couple of car payments because you lost your job, whatever the case. He coming to take that car.
Yeah.
And he ain't giving you none of that money back you invested in that car over the years. Same thing with your house. You can pay your house off. You can have a deed in your hand. Miss a property tax payment. He taking your house.
Because this man like to covet fields and steal houses by force, man.
He taking your house like you never put a dime on it.
Which he been doing that. There's been so many so-called African Americans is what you want to call them, but they Israelites that had grandparents that left them the houses, and Esau slide right in there and with the stroke of a pen claiming for himself.
Yeah. Look at what they're doing right now to all the people that's living in a zoned off place where they want to put a surveillance center. They are in the process of taking these people's houses. Esau is going to be punished very heavily for land theft alone. Not to mention murder of the Israelites. Land theft, that's very big with Esau.
Mm-hmm.
That's why he's unfit to rule. That's why he's going to be dealt with how he's going to be dealt with. And ain't nobody going to feel sorry for his punk ass, because everybody going to know it's well deserved.
That's why Esau got to be put to death, you know, because that payback, this man's blood has to be shed, you know, because this man done killed a lot of Israelites in this land and all over the world, man. This is Numbers 35 and 33. So ye shall not pollute the land wherein ye are, for blood it defileth the land, and the land cannot be cleansed of the blood that is shed therein, but by the blood of him that shed it. Who shed all of his blood? Esau, Edom. So his blood's got to be shed.
Yep.
He's got to be put down. He's got to go into captivity. He's got to build our kingdom up. And then what? Guess what after that? He's done away with. He's utterly destroyed, man. Utterly.
See, Esau is too base and too proud to admit he's wicked. The Lord is going to show him his wickedness. The Lord is about to grab Esau by the back of his neck and put his face to that mirror. This you. This you. Nobody else's fault. This is you.
What's that movie that was out a couple of years ago when you had to close your eyes when a certain entity came around and they would snatch the chick eyes open and held her eyes up and it made her die? I can't think of that freaking movie, man.
I can't call the name. Well, I know what you're talking about, though.
I can't think of that movie, man.
But yeah, the Lord finna grab it.
You look at it.
He's gonna make you see what you've been running from, what you've been denying. Because Esau has a habit of placing blame on other people for his shit.
Yeah.
He blames us as the reason why he can't go out in the sun.
That's that when he speaketh of a lie, speaketh of his own.
Yeah. But see, the Lord finna grab him by the back of his neck and hold his face to that mirror. How he's gonna do this is what the Lord's about to do to him spiritually. In reality, the Lord is about to show Esau his wickedness. The Lord is finna show Esau how wicked he was. And the only way the Lord can show Esau how wicked he was is if that same wickedness is done unto him. That's the only way he gonna see it. Otherwise, it's gonna be everybody else's fault according to Esau. So when he sees the 144,000 take great pleasure in kicking his ass. You know what Esau gonna say? You don't have to do this. You're right, we don't have to. We want to. Just like you didn't have to lynch. You wanted to. Yeah, that Edomite woman came out and went into detail about how y'all had lynch parties.
Yeah.
Yo, y'all don't have to go that far. But you did it because you wanted to. Guess what? The Lord gonna unleash the 144,000. We gonna do whatever we want to you.
I remember looking at that, bro. I don't know if this is probably the same video too, but
Yeah.
she was talking about the lynching party, how they chained the Jake up, and he kept pulling. They had him over a fire, and he kept pulling himself up out of the fire, and they cut his fingers off to where he couldn't pull himself up anymore, and eventually he died in that fire. And then people start taking pictures of him, taking pieces of his body for souvenirs. Even the kids.
So he's pulling his teeth.
He was pulling his teeth out.
Yeah. Now you didn't have to do all that, but you did it because you wanted to, right? Yeah, we know. So the Lord is going to unleash the 144,000. They're going to do what they want to do. And that right there is a scripture. Let's go to Ezekiel chapter
25.
Go ahead, bro.
Yeah. Ezekiel 25 and 13. Therefore, thus saith the Lord Yahweh, I will also stretch out my hand upon Edom, and I will cut off man and beast from it, and I will make it desolate from Teman, and they of Dedan shall fall by the sword. And I will lay my vengeance upon Edom by the hand of my people Israel, and they shall do in Edom according to my anger and according to my fury, and they shall know my vengeance, saith the Lord Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai. So you can't sit up here and say that we're talking violent. Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai said this.
They love that shit.
I've seen it already a couple of times up there. I just ain't said nothing about it. But since the Spirit came upon you to bring that up, I'm speaking on it. The Lord gonna get revenge through his people.
And hey, I'm finna go into even more violence. The Lord is finna bring upon your people. This ain't us. The Lord finna do this to you. So get out your feelings, get off our comment board, or you will be blocked. Matter of fact, that's the only warning you gonna get. Ezekiel chapter 35. Verse 2, Son of man, set thy face against Mount Seir and prophesy against it. And say unto it, thus saith the Lord Yahweh, behold, our old Mount Seir, I am against thee. And I will stretch out my hand against thee, and I will make thee most desolate. I will lay thy cities waste, and thou shalt be desolate, and thou shalt know that I am the Lord. Because thou hast had a perpetual hatred, and hast shed the blood of the children of Israel by the force of the sword, in the time of their calamity, in the time of their iniquity had an end. Therefore, as I live, saith the Lord Yahweh, I will prepare thee unto blood, and blood shall pursue thee. Since thou hast not hated blood, even blood shall pursue thee. The Lord finna do this to you. Go cry now. Who you gonna cry to?
Who you gonna call?
The police? The Lord gonna get them too. Who you gonna call? Them corrupt judges? The Lord finna get them too. You ain't got nobody to save you from the Lord's wrath. The only reason it's affecting you like it is because you know it's true in your spirit. You know your people deserve what the Lord's about to do to you. So don't come at us crying and shit, all fragile in your emotions. Because guess what? We didn't see no emotions when y'all was doing them lynch parties. So why should we have any emotion towards you? Give a fuck. As in the immortal words of Chad Butler, a.k.a. Pimp C. Fuck how you feel, bitch. Especially if you're an Edomite.
This is James 2 and 13. For he shall have judgment without mercy, that hath showed no mercy, and mercy rejoiceth against judgment. See, you people never had mercy over me, had mercy on our people. So what makes it you think that we not gonna have mercy on you when the Lord Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai put that power on us, man? Lord willing, we are of those of that number, 144, man.
This is the book of Ezekiel, chapter 35. Let's get into some more hatred that the Lord gonna do to you, more violence. Because now I'm pissed off. You people got to call Cassidy to call us violent. After all the shit y'all still doing to this day. Ezekiel chapter 35, verse 11. Therefore, as I live, said the Lord Yahweh, I will even do according to thine anger and according to thine envy, which thou hast used out of thy hatred against them, and I will make myself known among them when I have judged thee. Verse 15. Now we can go to 12. We can finish it on out. And thou shalt know that I am the Lord, and that I have heard all thy blasphemies, which thou hast spoken against the mountains of Israel, saying they are laid desolate, they are given to us to consume. That's why you have lynch parties. You actually believe that wholeheartedly, that you can do whatever you want to us, and though nothing's supposed to happen to you. Thus with your mouth you have boasted against me, and have multiplied your words against me. I have heard them. Thus said the Lord Yahweh, when the whole earth rejoiceth, I will make thee desolate. As thou didst rejoice at the inheritance of the house of Israel, because it was desolate, so will I do unto thee. Thou shalt be desolate, O Mount Seir, and all Idumea, even all of it. And they shall know that I am the Lord. The Lord finna do this to you. Oh. You can't get mad just because we in agreement. Y'all got some nerve. The most violent nation on the planet got to call Cassidy to get offended at so-called violence that the Lord finna do to you. This ain't violence the Lord finna do to you. This is righteous judgment. Now, if you still got a problem with it, you can take it up with the Lord when you die. Punk ass Edomites. Oh, now you sensitive. What was all that sensitivity when you was lynching? Fuck out of here. Take your sensitive ass off our comment board and wait on the Lord to visit you. But that's all you can do right at this point.
I got Jeremiah 25 and 32. Thus saith the Lord Yahweh of hosts, or armies, behold, evil shall go forth from nation to nation, and a great whirlwind shall be raised up from the coast of the earth. And the slain of the Lord shall be at that day from one end of the earth even unto the other end of the earth. They shall not be lamented, neither gathered nor buried. They shall be dung upon the ground. So let's let you know that the Lord has been slaying a lot of people, man. Especially you Edomites, man. And you 2/3 Jakes, you got it coming as well. So ain't no way out of this thing, man. You can talk that mess. I don't know what they talking about. I don't give a damn. Because today we just letting you know that hey, you continue to be on that madness. Hey, death is gonna be at your door real soon, man. No matter how you feel about it. The Lord getting ready to cast these judgments down here on all you cats, man. And Lord willing, we will be covered with that tawah, that market exemption, man. So we don't have to go through what the hell you people finna go through.
Exactly.
Like the scriptures say, my servants shall eat. So are y'all playing around, joking around? When that hunger attack come upon you, hey, it's a wrap for you. A lot of you people might as well just die now, because when that hunger come, hey, it's a wrap for you. You're gonna be doing anything to get it. This is Lamentations 4 and 9. They that be slain with the sword are better than they that be slain with hunger. For these pine away, stricken through for want of fruits of the field, man. A lot of you people finna be hungry, man. Don't you see how fucked up the agriculture is? How they taking all the good food and storing it in them bunkers, taking the water, storing them in them bunkers. A lot of you people finna be starved out to take that MOTB, dog.
But see, that right there shows you how stupid they is. Their focus is on trying to get up under our skin versus addressing the wickedness of their elites, of the people of your own Edomite nation. You run from that, but you quick to run the mischief.
Exactly.
Just like Book of Proverbs, chapter 10, verse 23. It is a sport to a fool to do mischief. You so stupid, you enjoy doing dumb shit. But that's all right. Your dumb assness gonna come in handy when you become a servant in the kingdom. Because we gonna need court jesters. Never mind, because y'all ain't funny.
Not at all. They not funny at all.
Y'all ain't funny. Don't worry about it. Just go back out in the field. You Edomites are a special breed. I promise you. You get pissed off at facts.
Because they don't do a reality.
You don't, but that's why a lot of y'all finna get the shit slapped out of y'all. Reality finna pimp slap the shit out of y'all. And beat you down at the same time. Because y'all living in a world where you think you are not supposed to be touched. Despite the wickedness that you do, you're still supposed to be seen as a clean, good, wholesome person. That's not reality. And that's not your future. You about to go into the worst captivity known to man. But you so stupid, you still up here joking. Keep on joking until you can't.
This is, I got Proverbs 16 and 18. Pride goeth before destruction, and a haughty spirit before a fall. And like the brother says, y'all got that pride on you, man. But the Lord getting ready to humble this whole entire country down. Because everybody in this country, dog, even the president, he got his little prideful ass ways, and then he done put that spirit on a lot of these Edomites, and these Edomites done put that spirit on our people. That pride and that destruction is about to follow, man. And it's going to be a time like never before that's getting ready to come upon this land, man. It says, Matthew 24, for then shall be great tribulation, such as was not since the beginning of the world, to this time, no, nor ever shall be. So it's finna get so bad, like you people say, y'all seen it all. You ain't seen shit yet.
You ain't seen nothing.
You ain't seen nothing yet.
You gotta come out of them movies talking about you saw it all. No, you haven't. Y'all, if you seen it all, tell me how about Shimmy how shot looks like.
They can't.
Tell me what the inside of a chariot looks like. You haven't seen it all. This your problem. You so swelled up in pride, can't nobody tell you shit. Isaiah chapter 28, verse 15. Because ye have said, we have made a covenant with death, and with hell are we at agreement. When the overflowing scourge shall pass through, it shall not come unto us. That's what you think. Oh, it'll never happen here. This is America. We have the greatest military. Okay, keep believing that bullshit. You got the greatest military. How come you don't have the control of the Strait of Hormuz? If you destroyed, Trump came on TV and said that they decimated all Iran's weaponry. Well, they shooting something at your ass, or either a Trump's lying.
Iran fucking them up.
They still destroying bases. But Trump said days ago, all their military capability has been decimated.
What was it? Their aircraft maintenance centers, America's aircraft maintenance centers, were completely destroyed from what the Iranian man said, because he said that was the most important thing, so they can't fix nothing.
Right. And then they came out and said over 600 soldiers died in 13 days. But they playing on the numbers. Their play on numbers got you thinking it was just 6. No. But see, this is where that pride come in, and let me finish the scripture. When the overflowing scourge shall pass through, it shall not come unto us. Now, the next part is what you Edomites, this is the spell and delusion you're under. But we have made lies our refuge, and under falsehood have we hid ourselves. Yo, that little false sense of security that you get from these lies, that feeling finna go away real soon. Mm-hmm. You ain't gonna be able to just say to yourself, we superior. Because the world's about to show you that you're not.
And that falsehood that you hide yourself up under, saying that the Edomites were done away with, and that you are the true people of that land, that's debunked, bro. That's out of the way. You said that the Edomites were done away with, But here you are still walking upon the earth doing Edomite shit.
Exactly. And another thing in it that's just, y'all so stupid. In one breath, you saying Edomites been done away with, and in the next breath, you looking for salvation for Edomites. Why? Because you know you're Edomite. If they've been done away with, they wouldn't need salvation because they wouldn't be
They
here.
not here.
See how stupid y'all are? You speak out of emotion instead of logic. That's why it's so easy to cut y'all with the scriptures. Speaking out of emotion.
I got Ecclesiastes 4:16. There is no end of all the people, even of all they that have been before them. They also that come after shall not rejoice in him. Surely this also is vanity and a vexation of spirit, man. That's letting you know that all nations are still upon this earth, man.
Yeah.
All 18 nations are still upon this earth, man.
Okay, if you're not Esau, then who are you? Because like the elder said, prophetically, Esau is going to be in rulership when the Lord comes back.
Yeah.
So who are you then? If you're not Esau, who took our image and took the likeness of our image to paint themselves?
And Esau will have the whole entire world upside down too.
If you ain't Esau, then why are you still in land like Esau? Why you lie like Esau? Why do you murder like Esau? If you're not Esau, who are you then? Because you damn sure ain't the Israelites. Matter of fact, I got a, where is it?
This is John 10:10. The thief cometh not but for to steal and to kill and to destroy. Who's doing that? On a regular, on a high scale though. Stealing people's land, destroying people, kicking them out their houses, just dropping missiles on schools, just committing pure genocide, man.
Wreaking havoc.
Taking land, doing land grabs. Who's doing that?
Listen to this. This is from a Swedish billionaire businessman, Roger Achilles. It says, Israelis do not behave like God's chosen people, but like servants of the devil. So if you're not Esau, who are you?
And that's your own people talking about you.
Watch them lie again. Because you're not Israelites. You're the furthest thing from us. You're the opposite of us.
These people are the lender. One of the curses was that we will get from them, but we can't give back to them.
Mm-hmm.
But they own everything. So how is that possible? It says the scriptures say that the Israelites will be on the bottom of the barrel. But these people claim to be Israel over there. They own everything, man.
And we was also prophesizing to have no might in our hand.
Yeah.
So how the hell they're Israelites when they are literally ruling the world? And you dumbass Edomites over here in America, you allow a foreign nation of Edomites to come in and take your country. Now they done took your military. But for some reason, y'all still got a problem with us telling the truth. That shows you right there you're unfit to rule, because you will be addressing this in full capacity.
They're not going to address it because this is the land of the bend over and take it.
Right. Your priority is
Oh, man.
Yeah, their main goal is getting up under our skin instead of addressing the wickedness of your own people.
Yep.
Because your whole government is compromised. That don't bother you though. You trying to get up under our skin. And we understand because you're the wicked. You're supposed to hate us. You're doing what the Lord programmed you to do. To come against truth.
Mm-hmm.
To go against reality. To go against Israelites. Well, at the same time, and lead with the wickedness of your own people. That's an Edomite right there in itself.
All of them are so-called Christians or Jesus freaks.
Mm-hmm.
But y'all, I'm finna tell you something. You finna leave all that Jesus shit alone. Because the fact that these Israelis, they getting ready to enforce them 7 Noahide laws here. And you know what one of them laws is that you can't worship Jesus Christ. You can't worship him because they don't believe in him. And if you do get caught up worshiping him, it's punishable by death by beheading.
You know, these goofies had the nerve to say that the Bible was anti-Semitic.
Stop.
Straight up. But these are Lord's people who hates his book and his son.
They are anti-Semitic. They hate us.
They are. But they are the true definition of anti-Shemites.
They hate us.
Because they use the power of that, because it's in the power of their hand to execute, to act on their hatred against us. And it's like a Edomite college professor said, it's impossible for so-called blacks to be racist because we're not in a position to enforce it.
Yeah. Might say a little something on social media here and there, but that's it.
No, all we can do is react to the racism that's given to us. But they call that racism. Prime example, when Chud the Builder, before he got hemmed up, before the judgment caught up to him, he was going out calling you black people N-words, and then he said it was under the freedom of speech, his First Amendment. But when that racism and that hatred gets addressed, or somebody responds to it, that's when it becomes hate speech. See the hypocrisy? They can say all manner of wickedness about us. That's freedom of speech. That's protected under the First Amendment. But when we get right back on their ass, that's when they flip it to hate speech. Esau, you got to go, bro. You about to learn that you just cannot change laws to favor you every day, all day. Because you are creating an imbalance. And a false balance is an abomination to the Lord. Esau is an abomination to the Lord, says Proverbs chapter 6. Let's go there.
A proud look.
Verse 16. These 6 things doth the Lord hate, yet 7 are an abomination unto him. A proud look, a lying tongue, and hands that shed innocent blood, a heart that devises wicked imaginations, feet that be swift in running to mischief, a false witness that speaketh lies, and he that soweth discord among brethren. You Edomites are walking abominations, but you tell the world you're the Lord's people. Yeah. How's that working out for you, E? Has those curses caught up to you yet? Because I promise you, they own your ass.
I got Proverbs 4 and 14, Slacky. Enter not into the path of the wicked, and go not in the way of evil men. Avoid it, pass not by it, turn from it, and pass away. For they sleep not, except they have done mischief, and their sleep is taken away unless they cause some to fall. For they eat the bread of wickedness and drink the wine of violence, man.
Yep. See,
that's Esau.
That right there, what he just read. That's y'all goal in the morning, to get up under our skin, to somehow try to piss us off.
And if they don't get under our skin, they lose and sleep.
Yeah.
They're trying to figure out they're trying to write up another plan how to try to get up under somebody's skin.
No, I'm talking about these Edomites on the comment board.
Oh, them as well?
Yeah, that's their whole, well. Their whole reason for living right now is to try to get up under our skin. You can't get up under our skin because we know what's about to happen to you. You can call us the N-word all you want to. But guess what? The most vilest 2/3 YN gonna one day be an immortal king over you. You will never be able to say that. So what else you got? What you gonna call us monkeys? When you are the closest resemblance, you look at a chimpanzee's face and put it next to Trump's. I've seen the pictures. Y'all look just alike. But see, they try to flip it on us. They try to call our physical attributes our physical superiority ape-like. No, you just mad because you ain't got it. Because if you had it, your women would be on you and not us. So all this little fragile, emotional, envious energy you got, Esau, you need to use that more constructively. Because right now, all that energy you got, that negative, fragile, emotional energy you got, is working against you. And it's exposing you for the fuckboy that you are. So you might want to reconsider acting on your emotions and develop a backbone for once in your life. But I doubt that, because the Lord made you fragile. The Lord made you a born liar. He made you a man of mischief and deceit, the son of perdition. You were created to be these things. That's why you take great enjoyment in causing mischief. You think it's funny. We're going to see how funny it is when those curses and the judgment get on your ass. Keep laughing.
It's a done dollar for you, Esau. And the rest of you 2/3 Jakes out there that don't want to take heed, you know. But it is what it is. You know, it's still feel good to come out here and feed the sheep that want to be fed, that want to eat up. You know, but the rest of you, you can just take a dirt nap, man, because eventually that's what the Lord gonna give you anyway. Because y'all talk too much, man. Y'all play too much. Y'all think it's a game. But y'all finna find out how much of a game this is when your ass can't get a loaf of bread.
No, when you have to resort to eating one of your children.
Yep. Cannibalism is coming back.
Mm-hmm.
You ain't gotta believe that. That's in the scriptures too. But cannibalism is coming back. Like it said in the scripture, there's going to be a time like never before. And one of them times is going to be mass motherfucking cannibalism, dog. Especially here in this land, where people they just able to get whatever they want when they want it. That's finna go away.
Yep.
That convenience, that's about to go away. Then you're going to be looking at your friend, thinking about what kind of seasoning you're going to put on his thigh.
Like that Bugs Bunny.
Yep.
That both of them dudes on that boat.
On that boat.
He saw Buddy like a chicken leg.
I don't know where he got them seasonings from.
But he started sprinkling salt and pepper on him.
Yeah, a lot of you gonna be snatching on the right hand and not be satisfied.
Uh-huh.
I'm gonna go grab that actually, because that's coming back. Y'all don't even gotta believe it. It's in the scriptures.
The Lord got y'all right where he wants y'all. He got y'all nice and spoiled and entitled, just so he can snatch that carpet of entitlement from under you and watch you fall.
Got it. Look at Isaiah. Let's see. I'm gonna start at Isaiah 9 and 18. For wickedness burneth as the fire, it shall devour the briars and thorns, and shall kindle in the thickets of the forest, and they shall mount up like the lifting of smoke. Through the wrath of the Lord of hosts is the time. Through the wrath of the Lord of hosts is the land darkened, and the people shall be as the fuel of the fire. No man shall spare his brother, and he shall snatch on the right hand and be hungry, and he shall eat the left hand and shall not be satisfied. They shall eat every man the flesh of his own arm, man. That's what's getting ready to take place. Cannibalism coming back.
So all you freaks out there having these newborns, those newborns are born for a purpose, for your suffering. But you're going to have to endure the thought and the act of putting that baby to death and eating his flesh. You know what that does to your spirit? Y'all about to find out, because it's going to be a spiritual torture you can't even imagine. But some of y'all earned that judgment.
Babies coming up missing and all type of madness. Women finna be coming up missing. You niggas finna be coming up missing.
Oh, these women already coming up missing. I told you about the story of the Northern Kingdom woman that went on the first date. They found her body buried in the desert because she went out on the first date with an Edomite.
Boy, like I said, they don't learn. They want to continue to hold hands with this enemy, man. Even though it's all clear upon table.
Mm-hmm. They bent him over too.
Come on, man.
What I'm showing him,
cut that.
it's a picture of Russell Simmons. Russell Simmons, this is a quote from him. He says, everyone should be Zionists. Yeah, he said that.
He holding hands with him.
Just like Floyd Mayweather. You saw what happened to him. They broke his ass. I got a few more screenshots. Husband kills wife after she accused him of being a pedo on TikTok. And I plan to do a video on that one. A former Louisiana police officer accused of possessing child materials and filming himself repeatedly abusing his dog has been sentenced to X amount of years in prison. So this Louisiana cop was found guilty of having child materials and raping his dog. Check this out. A Bossier state trooper was arrested for having sex with the canines he was training and child materials. Louisiana pastor convicted for stealing over $340,000 from churches for gambling and personal expenses. Now this was a Jake. The others were Edomites. I'm just going through the screenshots I got up through the week.
Because our people be wicked as hell too.
Oh, here go one. A flock vice president used the town's camera to peer into a kid's gymnastics room, spying on the babies. You Edomites got to go. At least that's one thing. That's one less word we will have. When you are rounded up, we got to worry about nobody doing something to our kids.
You notice all them headlines you brought up when you brought up Jake. His crime wasn't even as bizarre as an Edomite's.
No.
Not even close.
I mean, all Jake doing is what he learned from you people.
Yeah.
But y'all the originators of all wickedness. And that's stated in the Apocrypha. Because when Alexander the Great took over, that's when evils multiplied in the earth. Let's see what else I got.
I got Jeremiah 10:2. Thus saith the Lord Yahweh, learn not the way of the heathen, and be not dismayed at the signs of heaven, for the heathen are dismayed at them. See, and that's where Jake went wrong at. He, like you said in Maccabees, they started following the ways of the heathen, man.
Uh-huh.
They gave them license to do after the ways of the heathen.
Yeah.
And y'all still doing it to this day.
I got some more on Russell Simmons. This is a direct quote from Russell Simmons. The Jewish community has been a great friend to the black community.
Stop.
Russell took his Instagram to speak out against the recent violence against the Jews in New York City, stating the black community should all be Zionists and protect the Jewish state. The mogul, who allegedly fled to Bali after allegations of sexual assault in the workplace, etc., is asking black people to imagine being part of a small community where billions of people don't like you because of your religion. How ironic. You see this fuck boy?
And that's coming from a guy that in the 90s, he was all for his people.
Yeah, that's why he started Def Comedy Jam.
Yeah.
Russell Simmons. But now he all up in Esau's ass. How ironic. He want us to come together with the people that hate us.
That claim
While
to beat us.
trying to insinuate that they don't hate us. You see the bullshit? Yeah, Russell Simmons, yeah, you got your constellation on this side.
So they have a good relationship with us right then. So why did they stop our people from making conscious music to feed our people versus pushing out a bunch of thievery and killing your own people, being disrespectful to the men and women? They pushing all of that out.
Why they still our identity? If they're
That
our
too.
friends. If they're
That
our
as well.
friends, why they stole our identity? Why they stole our land? Why they put laws in place to come against us speaking out, telling truth about them if they're our friends? Yeah, they done bent Russell over a long time ago.
Most definitely.
That's why his wife was talking shit about him. She knew he was gay.
He took that stroke of Guinness.
Any Israelite that's pro-Israeli, they got bent the fuck over and beat down.
Mm-hmm.
Any one of those that speak out against him, they're gonna treat him like Trump. Cause I'm sure they got footage on him too.
Yeah, if you say something out of the ordinary, hey, some type of scandal might come out of the woodwork something about his ass.
Yeah, something don't. Anybody that speak out against him, don't be surprised if something get leaked, quote unquote.
But this not only gonna be them. When they give y'all them social credit scores and the little MOTB come out, bet none of you motherfuckers speak out against it.
Mm-hmm.
Because they gonna take your money. They gonna shut your chip down, and you're not gonna be able to go get no chicken. You're not gonna be able to go get no water. You're not gonna be able to get no medication, and you might get put out your house.
Yep.
And not your house, because you gonna have everything, own nothing. It's not gonna be yours. Everything gonna be rented, cell phones too. They talking about just renting out shit now.
Subscriptions, what they call them.
Yeah.
Meaning you ain't gonna never pay it off. And if you start paying them, they're gonna cut you off. You're not paying for ownership. You're paying for access.
Permission.
This meme right here proves what we always suspected to be true anyway. This is a cartoon of Benjamin Netanyahu and Donald Trump. And it says that attack Iran or we will release the Epstein files unredacted. See, that you don't have, I mean, look it up.
Yeah, that's what we've been
This
telling
is what's
these cats.
going on. Let me show them real quick.
They got their hand up his ass.
Your president is compromised. And for anybody who can't see that, you just a dumbass. Look how above and beyond he's going for Israel. Look how much he was against the release of those files. Like I said, you think Israel's reach is gonna stop at the White House? No, they want your military. So all your loved ones in the military, they pretty much unofficially joined the Israeli military.
Yeah.
Because Israelis are controlling you. And there's a lot of military, after they made that announcement, they start getting out. Because they know what's next. They're going to be fighting Israel's wars. Guess what? That's all you ever have been doing, fighting Israel's wars.
Mm-hmm.
They just made it official now. They want you to die for them, Goyim.
Oh. Second Ezra 16 and 32. And the earth shall be laid waste, and the fields thereof shall wax old, and her ways and all her paths shall grow full of thorns, because no man shall travel through. The virgins shall mourn, having no bridegroom, and the women shall mourn, having no husbands. Their daughters shall mourn, having no helpers. In the wars shall their bridegrooms be destroyed, and their husbands shall die, perish of famine. See, in this war that's coming up, a lot of these so-called Americans are going to die in that war. So if you got loved ones that's going over there to that war, I'm talking to you Israelites, you so-called blacks, Latinos, Native Americans. You better not go to that war, because number one, you fight for these devils.
Mm-hmm.
Number two, you signing your death certificate, because the Lord getting ready to put something on Israel and America, man.
And it's well deserved.
Exactly.
Ain't nobody gonna come against it.
That's all I got, brother.
Oh, I got what I was looking for. Look, it's another fear of Esau.
Yeah, they don't like that, man.
I don't give a fuck what they
They
like.
don't like it.
We don't care.
It's funny as hell.
We the only ones that got a problem with it.
Only thing to do is just make their ass turn red. Blood showing forth through their skin.
Let me see. Hold on.
Isaiah 3:25, thy men shall fall by the sword, and thy mighty men, and thy mighty in the war. This third war that we are in, because we are in World War III, whether you won't believe it or not. It just ain't touched home yet. But when it touch over here, oh yeah, that's when it's gonna be a lot of bloodshed, man.
So I read a lot of bloodshed because they playing with the numbers. If you got 600 people dead in less than 2 weeks for nothing, that's getting off to a very bad start. So we're gonna get ready to close. All right. Before we close, I would just want to throw out some statistics.
Yeah, bring that out,
I know how you Edomites love statistics per capita.
Yeah, bring that out.
That's their shit per capita. That's how they get the blame shit on us. Let's get some statistics, shall we? White males have a 400-year head start, commit 68% of mass shootings, responsible for 84% of all sex abuse, child sex abuse, highest rate of opiate overdoses. They own 80% of the nation's wealth, but still can't compete without cheating and privilege. You're superior. Matter of fact, we just got wind of your only white town failed because the motherfuckers started turning on each other. What did you expect? Edomites don't have a sense of community. That's why they hate black joy.
And Jacob's trouble, they gonna definitely turn on each other even more. And Jake's, you Israelites, y'all gonna get caught up in it. But it's like I said before, it's gonna get so scarce out here with certain things. They gonna turn on each other as well. Their own family, all of that.
Yeah, these people don't have a sense of community. That's why they hate how close the tribes are. They look at the Latino families and their togetherness and their camaraderie and their family oriented. Same thing with Judites, Benjaminites across the board. They hate that because they don't have it. Let me tell you something. There's one thing that don't exist. It's a family of loyal cutthroats. That don't exist, E. You either one or the other. And you have proven that y'all are a nation of cutthroats.
Cutthroat, man.
The only way y'all will come together is coming against us. After y'all get us out the way, you're right back at each other's throats, trying to take each other's job, talking shit behind each other's back. Y'all ain't got it like us. Y'all hate each other. But y'all hate even more is the fact that we don't hate each other like y'all hate each other. Y'all try to push that shit through black on black crime and gangs and all that shit. That's not the case.
They forget that that's part of the curses that was put upon the Israelites in the first place.
Exactly.
That's what y'all forget. So the Lord put that on us.
Yeah, we are a loving people. We care about our people. Y'all don't give a damn about y'all. You got Edomite males putting their own family to death. Wife, kids, dog.
And been doing that for many, many, many years.
Raping everybody in the house, including the dog.
It's just recently now. Just now recently you starting to see a couple of headlines here and there where Jake done killed his family. Like that Jake that killed his kids.
Yeah.
Rare.
But you know why? I think he came up under the pressure of financial hardship. Because that's not rare. Jake does not kill his family.
Nope.
That's an Edomite custom. But I would say Jake doesn't murder his family. Jake could go all out trying to kill himself to provide for his family.
Yeah.
So he was under some type of Edomite pressure.
That's probably gonna lock him up or do something to his kids, take his kids from him, anything. And you got some Jakes out here that'll be like, I'd rather take my kid out than to let them go into that system. And be sold because that's what it is. The baby being sold to a more likely an Edomite family, and from that point, the life never gonna be the same again because that Edomite is gonna destroy that kid.
They're gonna grape him, use him as a slave, or both.
Yeah.
So yeah, you selling You selling the whoredoms of families to other nations. Because I don't give a damn how many papers you sign. If you don't have that adoption fee, you ain't getting no child. So you selling kids.
That's exactly. They just put those little words on them.
See them spells to throw you off they scent. That's why Esau is heavily in the spell casting. And a lot of y'all fall for it when he calls murdering the innocent, collateral damage, ethnic cleansing. No, the Lord sees it as murder. Your spells ain't gonna work on you. How about sending you how a shot? Spells go back to spelling. Your manipulation of words, cover-ups, covering up your crimes, your wickedness. Murdering innocent newborns, you call that abortion. Well, guess who's about to get aborted? Let's go to it in Joel 3. We can close on that. Let's see who the Lord finna abort.
Esau, Edom.
Where is it? Yeah, y'all finna get sold just like y'all sell these kids here.
Yeah. Sold to the Sabians.
I got it. Joel chapter 3. Behold, start at 6. The children also of Judah and the children of Jerusalem have ye sold unto the Grecians, that ye might remove them far from their border. Behold, I will raise them out of the place whither ye have sold them, and will return your recompense upon your own head. And I will sell your sons and your daughters into the hand of the children of Judah. And they shall sell them to the Sabians, to a people far off, for the Lord hath spoken it. Let me get one more. We can close that. Coming down out here.
There's going to be severe weather in Louisville and a couple of other little states around us. Some crazy weather finna come through.
Let's see if I can find it. Here you go. You can close on this if you want to. Isaiah chapter 14, verse 21. Prepare slaughter for his children, for the iniquity of their fathers, that they do not rise nor possess the land, or fill the face of the world with cities. Yeah, y'all finna get aborted. And one more.
He's finna cast all of that down.
For I will rise up against them, said the Lord of hosts, and cut off from Babylon the name and remnant and son and nephew, saith the Lord. And you got to bring up the book of Obadiah, chapter 1, verse 18. And then we can go ahead and close. I just wanted to make a point.
At the end of the day, you people out there, the end game for America is that it's going to be desolate. It's going to be a desolate land that nothing is going to dwell here, man. This place is going to be turned into a straight desert.
Let's see what it said in the book of Obadiah. Verse 9. And thy mighty men, O Teman, shall be dismayed, to the end of every one of the mount of Esau may be cut off by slaughter. Why, Lord? For the violence against thy brother Jacob, shame shall cover thee, and thou shalt be cut off forever. For the day of, verse 15, for the day of the Lord is near upon all the heathen, as thou hast done, it shall be done unto thee. Thy reward shall return upon thine own head. Verse 18. And the house of Jacob shall be a fire, and the house of Joseph a flame, and the house of Esau for stubble, and they shall kindle in them and devour them, and there shall not be any remaining of the house of Esau, for the Lord hath spoken it. Now who finna get aborted? The Lord finna do a real ethnic cleansing. Since those are the terms y'all use for killing and murder, the Lord finna do the same thing to y'all. So don't start crying when it happens to you.
Exactly. We're going to close out on that, y'all. You know, I hope this was fine to the sincere listeners out there. You know, before we go, we want to give all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushai, Ba'ashem, Ba'akadash. Double honor to the elders and powers of the great millstone. Shalom, man. And the Bible bar.
Shalom. Bible ball.